YouTube, friends, family, Sixers community, other fan bases who have found this channel because of film breakdowns, I have a confession to make to all of you. I am still a Ben Simmons supporter. What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. Before we get to the video, don't forget to like the channel and of course subscribe. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's only a few clicks. It's free for you. It does a whole lot for me. Makes you dope, and we got a big season ahead of us. Now, the whole nitty gritty of this video that I need to get to is how I am still, I am still a Ben Simmons fan. I know. Settle down. Listen. I'm not here to try to fool anybody. I'm not here to tell you that I think Ben Simmons is still going to be a top 3 or 5 player in the NBA like I would have told you a couple years ago. But what I am here to say is that while Ben Simmons has his limitations, I do think people still kind of forget how good Ben Simmons was because of the things that he could do. Now, there was news just yesterday that the Sixers and Ben Simmons have come to an agreement on the money he was quote-unquote owed. I don't even know if you want to say it was owed to him. The boy never played, but there was a grievance filed, there were hearings, there was this, that, and it was signed under confidentiality. So we'll never know how much of the $20 million that was withheld from Ben Simmons was actually paid to Ben Simmons. Now, before we talk about what I think of Ben Simmons as a player, I do want to talk about that because I think that's a little bit outrageous. I don't know all the rules of the CBA, so I'm not going to sit here and say I'm mad at the decision, but just the idea on the surface level, like if a guy doesn't show up to work, he shouldn't get paid for the work he didn't do. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's one thing if you're injured, and I know he had the back stuff, and mental health is something I'm very conscious of, something I try to be very empathetic to. You know, I myself have dealt with anxiety in the past, but it was just all weird timing. Like, I would never say somebody's lying about that because I think that's a very fickle thing to do. But like just the timeline and just the way first it was his back, and then he was showing up to training camp with a phone in his pocket, and then getting kicked out of practice, and then once you thought he was coming back, then it was the mental health side. It was just so much stuff that I'm like, I don't know what was real. You know, I don't know what was smoke and mirrors and what was reality. So to get any of that $20 million is a little weird to me. I think it's a little bit unfair. But again, I don't know the CBA. I don't know the rules. I don't know if there's some kind of technicality where he was supposed to be getting that money or some of that money. I'm assuming that there was, or this thing wouldn't have ended the way that it ended. Now, to Ben Simmons, the player. Ben Simmons does not have many limitations as a player, right? He can handle the ball. He has tremendous vision. He's an excellent passer. He has great size at 6'10", 240, whatever he is, right? He's super athletic. Defensively, he's arguably the best defender in the NBA. I mean, the last year he played that he was healthy, I believe he finished runner-up and defensive player of the year to Rudy Gobert. The guy can guard positions 1 through 5. He can go out and he can guard 1s. He can bang down low and guard 4s and 5s. He has the length to be able to bother shooters. We've seen him do that in the past. And he has an innate ability of reading passing lanes and jumping passing lanes and getting out in transition. When the guy is playing in transition, he's damn near unstoppable, whether he's finding shooters out on the wings and corners or if he's deciding to get to the cup himself. He's a lefty, but he loves to drive right and finish right at the rim. He can finish left at the rim. He doesn't have an arsenal of post moves, but we've seen that he can score it on the low block. He's great, man. There's not many things that he cannot do as a basketball player, and I'll go a step further and say there's not many things that he doesn't do at a high level as a basketball player, right? Like, I would say that he's a great ball handler, not in the sense of bink and hit people with all these dribble moves like Kyrie or James Harden, but he's able to get to his spots. So I would say he's a great ball handler. He's great in transition. He's a great athlete. He's a great passer. He has tremendous vision. He's a great defender. He's checking damn near all of the boxes, but the one box he doesn't check, and it's a huge box, the boy can't shoot the ball. And to take it a step further, I don't even know if it's fair to say he can't shoot, but because I've never really seen him shoot. Like, he refuses to shoot the ball. I don't know what happened. I saw him play in high school, not in person, but I've seen videos of him playing in high school where he's hitting jumpers. I've seen him play at LSU when he was hitting jumpers. And then all of a sudden he gets to Philadelphia and just forgets how to shoot the ball, refuses to shoot the ball. It was all so damn weird. However, if he came back, when he comes back, because I think he will come back, but when he comes back, if he's just able to do all the things he was previously able to do, he's still a great basketball player. Like, I think the Ben Simmons that he was, forget, before the Atlanta Hawks series, nobody was killing Ben like this. We all wanted him to shoot. We all felt like he needed to shoot more, but nobody was acting like he wasn't good. Pre-Atlanta Hawks series, I think he was comfortably a top 20 player in the NBA. Comfortably a top 20 player in the NBA, maybe even a little bit higher than that. And if he comes back and is able to play at that level, I think he's still a top 20 player in the NBA. Now, he'll never be in that top 5 range if he can't shoot the ball. But as a basketball coach, as a basketball player, I'm not going to sit here and say it's easy to develop a jump shot, but it is one of those skills that you can work at and actually improve much quicker than some of the other things. Like having a feel for the game, some guys got it, some guys don't, right? Being a great passer, some guys got it, some guys don't. Being a great defender, you can improve by fixing your body, getting in the weight room, getting faster, stronger. But you don't typically see a guy go from not being able to defend at all to being a great defender. Shooters, we've seen guys who could not shoot a lick and then have a decent jump shot. Blake Griffin is a guy who could not shoot coming into the league, and now is he a great shooter? No, but do you respect his jumper a little bit? Yeah. Can he knock down open shots? Absolutely. So you've seen that happen. More importantly than being a good jump shooter, he has to become a good free throw shooter, right? Like, I think that was the biggest issue for me. And I would say probably for a lot of Sixers fans, it's not that you won't shoot threes. It's the fact that as big and as strong as you are, you can get to the cup on anybody. You don't even want to drive anymore because you're afraid to go to the free throw line, right? So LeBron James, not a great shooter coming into the league, became a much, much better jump shooter. Not a great free throw shooter coming into the league, became a decent free throw shooter. Like, as he's getting towards the end of his career, he seems to be regressing a little bit. But, you know, I think he's another example of a guy who worked on his craft, worked on his jumper, and got better at it. I feel like the biggest concern with Ben Simmons is he hasn't shown that he wants to improve his jump shot, at least from the outside looking in, and from people who have sources and all this stuff. They kind of say the same thing. He doesn't really work at it. I mean, it's kind of hard for me to believe that he's as lazy as some people portray him, because in every other area he improved. He improved as a ball handler. He improved as a passer. He improved his body. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he improved areas of his game. It just was his jump shot that wasn't coming along. So we'll have to wait and see whatever happens with that. You know, I wish the man the best. Listen, Sixers fans, this might hurt y'all, but I still wish he was on the Sixers. Considering what we got back for him, like, I feel like we're in a better spot with James Harden and Joel Embiid. Just their play styles match a little bit better. But in a perfect world with Ben Simmons not having that meltdown in Atlanta, even if we lose that series, but it doesn't happen the way it happens, Joel Embiid and Doc Rivers don't throw him under the bus. He decides to come back, and we're going to, like, that would have been ideal for me. It didn't happen. It is what it is. I love the team we have now. I love the addition of James Harden. I think James Harden and Joel Embiid together, along with Tyrese Maxey, who was able to grow more and not playing next to Ben Simmons and now playing next to James Harden, all of this leaves us in a better spot. But I am still a Ben Simmons supporter. I do still wish the man the best, and I do still think that he can come back into the league this season as long as he's healthy and has his mind right and be one of the top 20, 25 guys in the NBA. But that's just my opinion. I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think, man? Sound off in the comment section below. And I know when it comes to Ben Simmons, you guys got some opinions, so please share those in the comment section below. If you like the video, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. It's just a few clicks, costs no money, does a whole lot for me, makes you a dope individual. Why would you not? And if you want to support in other ways, you can become a member. That link is in the description below. I got some nice content coming for you guys down the line. I promise you, we got some cool things cooking up. I'll see you on the next one. This is Sixers Break Room, y'all. Peace.